Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. You're probably thinking, wow, this guy has done like 3 PAPRIUM videos in the last week. I think this is actually my 4th video. The first one was the game's been cracked. The second one was a live stream. The third one, it was running on the MiSTer, but hey, you don't have to do it because I played it for you and it was running under 40 FPS. Well, the good news is a buddy of mine, you guys may know him. He's a core developer, someone big on the FPGA gaming scene called Boogemann. Boogemann had a look at the core and he said, Pixel, I think we can do better. And he had a look at it. He done some tweaks and he got it working to like it runs up to 60 FPS, but as you can see, it dips down there. We're going to go down 59, we're going to go down 58, and I think in this video it may have gone lower, but the lowest number that I remember seeing, because remember when I'm playing I'm not going to be looking at the bottom left the whole time, the number that I remember seeing was 54. Even though it's not a consistent 60 FPS, I can say that it is such a better experience than what we did yesterday, right? I mean, yesterday, like it was like more of a chore. Yeah, this game here, like I've played it a few times, I've completed it a couple of times. Now I have to say the charm of it is wearing off. I really liked it the first time I played it. I liked it the first time I completed it, and now, well, it's getting a little bit boring. You know, it's all that glitz and glamour's kind of wearing off. It's still a game that I think everyone should play. It's decent, it looks good, some of the effects in it are really, really good. It's cool, and considering it's on a Mega Drive, it really does look like a masterpiece. But yeah, I think I'm going to start moving on from this game. But what's really interesting here, there you go, 54.26. What's really interesting here is just Boogemann. You know, he tweaked it and it's running better. Now I know this isn't publicly available and I don't know any developer that's kind of ported this over to the MiSTer, Boogemann being one of them, that wants to release this in the wild. If you guys do want to see it out and you do want to get this for yourself, because I do understand that a lot of people have CRTs and there are some games that will play well on this, you know, maybe not the latest and the greatest, but maybe you can play something from I don't know, like the late 80s, early 90s, or whatever, like early 80s even, and maybe those will run well, maybe those will look good on your CRT. Now there's a couple of options. Maybe someone out there can port RetroArch over to an ARM core, which is basically Linux, right? If they can do that, then they can get one going. I can definitely ask. I can ask Boogemann and say, look, do you mind if I host this on my Discord? Guys, that's a big ask. He may likely say no, but I can ask. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, and maybe if he does say yes and agrees to it, I can host it somewhere. But just bear in mind, guys, that if he does agree to it, there's not going to be any support for this. The package you get, what will be up there, will be up there. It's at your own risk to try. Naturally, it will play cores like the NES, or it does play cores like the NES, the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo. But yeah, you don't need those because the MiSTer plays all those natively. But they're like, for example, if you're playing like a Final Burn Alpha ROM set, the one that this version of RetroArch supports, it gives you access to arcade games that you can't currently play natively on the MiSTer. Also, you can output directly to a CRT, which definitely makes gaming a lot of fun. But guys, this is definitely, it's looking miles better than the video yesterday. You know, it's running pretty much at a solid 60 with dips here. And actually, I shouldn't really say solid 60 because it does dip quite a bit. And another thing that I noticed, the background soundtrack, where there is some, and when it does kick in, is definitely a lot better than yesterday's one, because yesterday when we run it, the background soundtrack was just literally, it was noise. It wasn't any soundtrack to sing home about, or to write a letter about, saying, hey, this is so cool, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Let me see if we can get to a bit with a soundtrack. You're going to see some skipping around now. Is there going to be a soundtrack? And I'll put the volume up. Let's see. Oh, there's a soundtrack here. Let me put the volume up. Here it is, guys. So even that's far from perfect. You know, the soundtrack's definitely playing a lot better than it did yesterday. It's really weird. I played it for around the same time as I did yesterday, and I got like past level 3, and I was like, I didn't get that far yesterday. And then I realized the game was running at a slower FPS, and naturally it was running at a slower speed in order to kind of, well, get to the same place. So even though I played it for the same length of time, I got further because, hey, this is running at, well, between 54 and 60 FPS. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. PAPRIUM, yeah, PAPRIUM's fun. I have to say, playing it more and more, I can feel like myself drifting away from this game, maybe not always wanting to play it again. Not something like Streets of Rage 2, actually even Streets of Rage 4 is really, really good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, stuff like Final Fight, games that I can always keep going back to. I don't think this is one of those games. I think this is one of those games that you'll play, you have your blast with, and after that it will just sit on your shelf, or in this case sit on your hard drive or your SD card, and you might put it on once in a while if a friend comes over. But yeah, this is looking good for the whole part. Let me go into the beginning part, guys, because I kind of started in the middle. And I kind of like doing these videos like this. So here you go. We're here right at the beginning. When I started, I was like, oh no, man, I'm on 54. But then it goes to 59. So what it is it's kind of like at 60. And when it loads, I think some graphics, because I was speaking to Boogemann, and it says when it needs to load some graphics, it puts a bit of strain on the ARM processor that the MiSTer has, or the DE10 Nano has. And then it dips a little bit, and then it catches up and it goes back up to 60. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. You know, would you play this if this was out? I'm not saying it's going to be out, but like I said earlier in the video, I will just ask the question. Now, there's a 90% chance it's like, no, this isn't really good enough and this shouldn't be out there. And if that's the choice, then guys, respect that decision. I'm just happy I get to kind of test it out and do videos on there. Let me turn this little bit up. This bit, the sound's kind of all right. Hold on. It's almost like some pop kind of singing down there. So yeah, guys, with this, I'll kind of bring it to an end. Do let me know if later on you want to see me do like another RetroArch stream. I know we did one before, but if you guys are really, really curious about what RetroArch can do, I can put like I'll put like a Final Burn Alpha ROM set on there, and we will run some arcade games. And hey, I like streaming and I like engaging with you guys when I do. So if you do want to see a stream of RetroArch, then let me know. We can definitely do that. In the meantime, guys, if you did enjoy this video, then a subscription and a like is always super duper appreciated. Yeah, be awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.